Hey, Mr. Clash here with another 3-star attack replay, and today it's another attack that is an air-based attack but does not use bowlers in the clan castle to achieve it. It is a GOVALALO. However, it's using Valkyries instead of bowlers. Now the king is a very low level king, so this is something, if you've got a low level king as well and you think, well, I've got a little bit of damage to do, I don't have bowlers, I can't get bowlers, maybe your clan does have bowlers, but there's no one on who can give bowlers. Well, is there something else you can do? Is there another way you can go about it? Well, you can also use Valkyries. If you've got some Valkyries, just bring some Valkyries, take a lava hound in the clan castle so that you've got the lava hound in the clan castle. Now, what the Valkyries do is they rip apart a base pretty quickly, but they also zero in on heroes. So while your king might not be the strongest king, in this case it's a level 10 king, you can still take out a lot of stuff because you've brought in 4 Valkyries. In this case, 4 Valkyries, 32 troop space worth of Valkyries, which is the equivalent of a golem, a lava hound, or possibly a CC full of bowlers. They don't need to be max Valkyries. If you've got your Valkyries up to level 4, then that'll do, because you'd be concentrating on trying to get your troops up, which you use in war, which is always a good thing. When you're a brand new Town Hall 9 and you've got low heroes, the troops that you should be concentrating on, if you're a war person, are the troops that you'll be using in war attacks. And then if you're a farming person, well, then you should be concentrating on using the troops that you'd be using in farming, or as I'd like to call it, village raiding. Farming is where you just let something grow and you harvest it. What we really do when we attack villages, we're not farming, we're raiding them. Anyway, this base has been wrecked now, so it's over so very quickly, so let's have a look at it. Now that it's been done and you've been watching it. So we'll start off with a very wide funnel, or a very wide spread on the golems, to create a really nice wide funnel to make sure that the queen goes in. There's not really going to be too much of an issue for the Valkyries to go in. The Valkyries don't need such a wide funnel. They just need a decent funnel, and possibly with a breadcrumb in the middle. Notice that last little pump is the breadcrumb. Look at that. Valkyries just go straight from that, and then from there to the cannon is the next thing. Get the queen down, king down. That golem on the right hand side, he's not going anywhere. He's just stuck on the wall. Poison for the clan castle. Jump into the core, which will take out the expo, air defense, and the queen with the Valkyries on the queen. And his queen will take out the other air defense. So that's it. 2 air defenses left. Didn't really need to bring an extra lava hound, as you might do with an air attack that's not using bowlers, because this bottom air defense is that close to the edge. It's almost like a sacrificed air defense that once you get a couple of balloons in there, they'll be able to take out that air defense pretty promptly. So you just really need to get to that middle air defense, which is going down just now. Sweeper goes down. Now the other thing you'll notice is that he came in from behind the sweeper. That's something that is very important when you're doing an air attack, is to come in with your balloons from behind the sweeper if you can. So as you're looking at the base, you're analysing the base, and you're like, where am I going to start my balloon portion from? Start it from behind the sweeper. So if you've got low heroes and you're a little bit concerned about possibly taking out the queen, bring in a Valkyrie or 2. Probably, I'd bring in 2 at the minimum to ride along with your king, but in this case he's brought 4 in to provide extra damage. And of course the Valkyries have gone all the way around the base with the king, or two of them have. A couple of them have died, but 2 of them have gone around to the outside. We'll have another look at this again because it's over so quickly. Now remember, this is a max Town Hall 9 here. It's got max expos. It doesn't have a level 30 queen or anything like that, but it's got all the other weapons that are maxed. So normally if you've got low heroes, you'd be normally hitting lower down in the map to something where you are. But you can see he's number 12 and he's hitting the base, number 6 base, which is a Dragonflower style designed base. So leaving that middle thing's like a little breadcrumb for the king and the Valkyries to go in. The queen's not going to have anywhere else to go. She will have to path in. So that's why you do that nice wide funnel. Jump spell goes down. King takes a jump spell. Valkyries aggro onto the queen. So the queen's down, bang. Enemy queen's down. Dragon poisoned. The attacking queen takes out the dragon, and all the air weapons in that area, the air defenses and things, they're gone. They're down. So then it just becomes the balloon portion, and as per talked about previously, sending in 2 lava hounds onto that air defense to make sure. If you'd sent a lava hound in at the bottom, instead you go one lava hound up there and one at the bottom, what tends to happen is that you're not heavy enough anywhere in any of your attack. There's not enough oomph anywhere in your attack. The balloons at the bottom maybe don't get that lava hound popped pretty quickly, and it's all over, and then you're up the creek without a paddle. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Now before I go, I have to ask you, how many Salvador Dali surrealist painters does it take to change a light bulb? The answer is 2. One to hold the giraffe, and the other to fill the bathtub with multicoloured machine tools. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Please leave the video a thumb up, leave it a like. Let me know what you thought of the totally silly joke. Of course, you're only going to get that if you know who Salvador Dali is and the sort of paintings that he used to do. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.